In this video, we're going to learn English in context. We're going to look at an image of people swimming and around a swimming pool. And we're going to learn phrases, vocabulary, and pronunciation in context. This is a great way to learn a language because it's visual. We're able to see what is happening and we're able to connect the sentences and the words to something that we understand. It's also great because later you can take the same image in practice and test yourself. Let's get started. This is an image of a swimming pool with a lot of people, a lot of different things, and also animals and inanimate objects. So let's start at the very top of the image. Here at the top, I see a yellow sun. And the sun is a circle or a sphere, but it looks like a circle on the image. It's round. And I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees. We also see a fence right here. And on this side of the image, we see a swimming pool, a lot of people, animals, and other objects. Here we can see a lifeguard. A lifeguard is someone who makes sure people are safe when they swim. This lifeguard is an octopus. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tentacles. And he has a whistle in his mouth. He's blowing the whistle. You're gonna notice that a lot of the things in this image are very strange. They're not realistic. For example, right here, there's a donut instead of a life preserver. Now to the left of the octopus is a woman who looks like she's putting mustard on her arm instead of suntan lotion or sunblock or sunscreen. She's sitting on an orange towel. To the right of the octopus is a boy. He's a redhead and he has a parachute. He's parachuting down to the earth. Below the boy is a seagull. And this seagull is wearing flip-flops and it's walking on the side of the pool. In front of the seagull is a cat. And the cat is fishing. He's fishing in the pool. Here is his fishing pole or his fishing rod. There's a beach ball in the pool, which is not strange. But beside the beach ball is a black bowling ball. And that is very strange because bowling balls are very heavy. And this bowling ball should not be floating in the water. It should sink all the way to the bottom. Below the woman who is putting mustard on her arm is another woman who's ice skating. That's very strange because typically when it's hot outside, people don't have ice. We don't ice skate when it's hot outside. And we could see the sun right here. And people are swimming. So it's probably not very cold. But there is a girl who is ice skating. These are her ice skates. Below the girl is a boy who's wearing goggles. Goggles are protective glasses that you use. There are swimming goggles, and there are other goggles that you can use to protect your eyes. For example, when you're working. What's strange about this is the boy is wearing two sets of goggles, one on his eyes and one on his forehead. Below the boy is a man who is swimming, but he's wearing 3 watches. And here are 4 purple fish. 1, 2, 3, 4. Above the submarine is a man who looks like he's a chef. He's wearing a chef's hat. He also has a mustache. In his right hand, he has what looks like a wooden spoon. He looks like he's stirring the water in the swimming pool. Here's a rope, and it looks like it has perhaps soft cylinders that float. But what's strange about this is one of them looks like it's a can of tomato soup. That's not common. Another strange or odd thing about this image is that there's a shark swimming in the pool. I can see his fin sticking out of the water. It's sticking out of the water. Out of the water. That looks dangerous. Right here there's a boy who looks like he's going to dive into the swimming pool or jump. When you dive, you go head first into water. Now, this right here looks like a pencil. I can see the point right here, and right here I see the eraser. But typically, people jump off of a diving board when they go into a swimming pool. It's called a diving board. But right here, the diving board is actually a pencil. Here's another beach ball. It's red and white. Here's a man who is on his stomach, smiling, and he is floating on a book. Typically, we float on a different type of device. For example, an air mattress or an inner tube. Here at the bottom of the image, I can see on the right a red towel. Here is a mouse. Here is another mouse. And here is a third mouse. So there are 3 mice. The plural of mouse is mice. It's irregular. 3 mice. And I think the mice are dancing because here we can see a walrus. And it looks like he's singing and playing a ukulele. A ukulele is like a very small guitar. These 2 white things coming out of the walrus's mouth are called tusks. They're long and they're pointed. Elephants and a few other animals have tusks. This specific walrus is wearing a hat. Here we see a girl who looks like she's waving with her left hand. Her eyes are closed and she has a big smile on her face. We can see some water on the ground. And right here we see a puddle of water. In fact, this puddle of water looks like it has a face. It has 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. It even looks like it's smiling. It looks happy. Remember how this girl over here is ice skating, even though it's hot? Well, over here, we see another person who is making a snowman. Now, a snowman is made out of snow. And when it's hot, we don't have snow. So that's a little strange. Snowmen often are made out of coal or rocks for eyes, and we often use a carrot for a nose. Unlike the men, for example, in this image, who are not wearing a shirt and are only wearing shorts, this person over here is wearing pants, shoes, a coat, and even a hat. This red hat is called a stocking hat. We often wear a stocking hat when it's cold. Right here on the ground, I see another towel. This is a pink towel. And above the pink towel, I see a man who is sleeping on an orange towel. He has a pillow under his head. This is a pillow. He has pajamas, or he's wearing pajamas. And he has a nightcap. In the olden days, people used to wear a nightcap. This man is not wearing shoes or socks. He is barefoot. And so are these other people who are not wearing shoes or socks. But what's strange is that right here we see a pool chair or a lounge chair, and there are socks on the lounge chair. There's a dog sitting on the lounge chair. It might be a poodle, and it's drinking with a straw. Behind the dog, I can see some grass and some shrubs or bushes. These are bushes or shrubs. And I can see a building. Here's a building with a door. And I can see a round window right here. And below the window is the doorknob. It's the doorknob that you open the door with. But what's strange is that we have a doorknob here, and we have a doorknob that's exactly the same to the side of this doorknob, but there's no door. It doesn't make sense. There's no reason for a doorknob right here. Now let's finish up by describing what this woman right here is doing. This woman is a redhead, like this boy who has the parachute. She looks like a princess because she's wearing what looks like a princess dress. A princess dress is poofy here at the bottom. It looks like she's going to climb up the ladder to the diving board. Remember right here, we had a diving board, but it was a pencil instead of a diving board. This looks more like a normal diving board, but what's strange is that there are flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers growing out of the diving board. See how many words and sentences you can learn just by looking at one image? We could talk all day describing the different things in this image. That's why it's so good to learn with this type of exercise, because you're listening to sentences, you're listening to the pronunciation, and you're learning a lot of vocabulary. I'm going to put a link to this image below so you can download the image and you can practice on your own. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and also check out the other videos here on this channel and also my website that is dedicated to learning languages in general. www.corynicholas.com